Welcome to this video. What we're going to do now is go over my top 5 long-term investment picks for digital currencies, digital assets, or also known as cryptos. So specifically, we're going to go over what you should be getting into that you're going to plan to hold long. Now, this is what I would do. This is not financial advice. This is only educational advice. I've also got a cryptocurrency investing course. We break down everything. We don't just tell you about projects. We don't just tell you how to buy things. We teach you a little bit about the fundamentals of investing so you can slowly build your way up. So that's an entire 4 or 5 hour Udemy course you can watch on your own. I also have a promo code for you down in the link below. So what I want to do now is start off with coin number 1. And again, this is more safe long-term. So if you're somebody that just wants to get exposure to digital assets, in my opinion, if the market does well over the next 5 to 10 years, these projects will do well because they are the top of their particular category within the cryptocurrency world. So let's start off with coin number 1, and that is going to be Bitcoin. So you may have all already heard about Bitcoin. Why do I like it? Well, it's viewed now as a digital gold. It is the biggest name. It's a number 1 crypto. But most importantly, it's the biggest decentralized store of value in the world. So to put that in short, it's one of the best places you could put your money in when it comes to cryptocurrencies. It's got the best name. It's very important to know that with Bitcoin, you should treat it as a digital store of value. So it's going to be digital gold, so to speak. And one other thing to remember is that the market tends to go up when Bitcoin goes up. Now, when Bitcoin goes down, everything else tends to go down with it because most of the money put into cryptos, about 42%, are put into Bitcoin and pick number 2. I know Bitcoin is boring, but today we have over 17,800 coins listed. And if you don't have Bitcoin, then I don't know. I feel like you're making a big long-term mistake, okay? And of course, you don't want to lose your money. So don't put all your eggs in altcoins. Those are going to be alternative coins. So coin number 2 we're going to talk about, that's going to be Ethereum. So Ethereum is similar to Bitcoin in the fact that they are both tokens and they both have their own blockchain. The most important thing to note about Ethereum is that they are a general all-purpose blockchain. It also has a really good name to it, but a lot of companies and businesses are going to be able to build on top of it. So think about it as the road, and then there will be cars that are driving on top of the road. So when you're building things like NFTs, non-fungible tokens, you can build it using Ethereum smart contract protocol. So you can use Ethereum's network and build games on top of it. So it's going to be very interesting. Those are going to be known as layer 2s, and we've got a couple projects on my list that we'll talk about. So definitely go to Ethereum's website. That's going to be ethereum.org. With Ethereum specifically, you're going to hear a lot about DeFi. So that's going to be decentralized finance. And then you're also going to have dApps, so decentralized applications. So companies, businesses, they can build on top of Ethereum. They can build applications for that decentralized network. And it's all supported around Ethereum. So if you don't know what decentralization is, that's what made Bitcoin where it is today. Unlike having to go through a bank for me to send money to you, now we can just use Ethereum and we don't need anybody's permission and nobody owns it. It gives a lot more power to the individual, to the original creator. So when you're building on top of Ethereum, you don't have to go through a third party, not one central location. It's all decentralized. Okay, so definitely do some more research if you haven't educated yourself much on cryptos. So number 3 is going to be MATIC, and it's gotten down the list a little bit. So with Polygon, what they've done is they've built a very successful layer 2 on top of Ethereum. So like I was saying, they're building applications that companies and businesses can then use to build NFTs. So for example, you could tokenize a specific item on the blockchain, say like a character, and then you could have that interacting with Ethereum's blockchain. And with Polygon, what makes it so great is that they are fixing the gas issues, meaning right now Ethereum is very expensive because it's very, congested. There's a lot of people using it. Polygon's building that layer 2 so that it's cheaper to use and transactions can happen more smoothly. Okay, so definitely do your research. I just believe that the bigger Ethereum gets, which it will because it's it's got so many projects being built on top of it. So many people are using it, and Polygon is solving those key issues, and it's still a really good time. So if we look here, today we're February 27th, 2020. We're down by $1. So we're down like 30, 40, 50%. Polygon is going to do well over the next, 5 to 10 years, in my opinion, so long as Ethereum does. And the whole market's only going to do good if Bitcoin and Ether are doing good anyways. Okay, so let's get into coin number 4. Definitely still a sleeper, in my opinion, and I'll get into it briefly. And again, specifically, we're talking about investments that, we're not looking to pump 10,000%. We're looking to build over time, and these can have extraordinary gains. So it's going to be CRONOS, and this is going to be crypto.com. And the reason I like this project the most is because, first off, I've been using it. I've also been using their prepaid Visa debit cards. So if we take a look at their products, what you can do is, pick up one of these cards, and there are different tiers. You can get this Midnight Blue for free. What you do is, for example, load up your gas money or food that you'd spend for the month, and then you will get rewarded with CROCoin. So that's going to be their native token that they have. And then you could also stake it and earn passive income with it. I have a link in the description below. I show you how to make passive income with cryptos. That's in my crypto investing course. I also have a referral code. The only reason I say that is because we can both get $25 off when you set up an account. So it's definitely worth it. I've done it. I have a friend that helped me get mine set up, and it's the best place, in my opinion, to get cryptos. Now, hitting on the points why I like this project so much is because when people, individuals, especially, when I think of my parents or grandparents, it's very challenging. It can be very overwhelming buying cryptos. And when you're thinking about bridging the gap of making it easier to buy crypto, CRONOS, crypto.com, the app, it's so much easier to buy cryptos. You can buy it with e-transfers. You can set up your cards. It's very easy to store. Now, the only downside really of CRONOS is that you're using their exchange, so to speak. You're using their services. So they hold your private keys, but also makes it easier. There's two main ways. You can have, for example, a hardware wallet, which I have, and you could also use online exchanges or apps. And that's what you're doing with CRONOS, but it makes it easy to get in and out of positions and buy and sell your crypto. All right, now coin number 5, and this one I did not share on my top 10 list. Definitely check that one out if you're looking to, do more research. I've been doing this for 5 years now, looking at the market. I remember Doge when when it was just like that meme coin 5 years ago. So it's just funny to see where it is today. And I'm looking for sand, so that's going to be the SANDBOX. So let's take a look at the SANDBOX, and it's a game. I don't tend to play a lot of games anymore unless it's like hockey. But what I like about SANDBOX is that what they did is they created NFTs, so non-fungible tokens. And the difference between an NFT and a fungible token, like Bitcoin would be a fungible token because each Satoshi, each piece of Bitcoin is not distinguishable from another. Whereas, for example, an NFT is a way to represent a specific item, right? And it makes it more rare. Some are rarer than others. Whereas money or gas, you don't need, 1 liter of gas to be different than another. You want it to be, fungible. So if you don't know, that's a simple breakdown. But when it comes to SANDBOX, they have a live working game, PC and Mac. And look at all the sponsorships. What's made it so big is that they have a marketplace, and you can buy and sell NFTs. You can buy land, and they're NFTs, right? So some are rarer than others. And people have bought plots of land, and then what's going to happen, especially in the future, is people are going to be able to build on top of it, and they're not making any more of the land. So in a way, you're able to buy digital real estate, and they've done it so well. So I'm not saying you have to buy land, but you can buy the token, and I just believe long-term this project's going to do well. It peaked at about $7 here, so yeah, $7.50, and now we're sitting at $2.87. So if you have a long-term approach, that's why I made this list for you. So check out the SANDBOX. It's going to give you good exposure to a metaverse gaming project. And also I have as a bonus USDC. That's a stable coin, so it's pegged to the US dollar. So USD coin, USDC ticker. So what you can do is position 10 to 20% of your portfolio and make sure that you don't lose your money. And when you see dips, you can get in and buy, when the market crashes a little bit. And you could also stake it on, for example, the crypto.com app, which check out in the link in the description below. We have a nice code for you. And just follow the steps. I think you have to upload some photo ID or something, but it's pretty easy to use. And I only say it because I'm a huge fan. I've tried out all the other different platforms, specifically because I'm Canadian as well. This has been the best way for me to buy crypto. I send an e-transfer from my bank into my cash account on the crypto.com app. Make sure that you copy and paste your code in your memo, so don't forget to do that. All right, so those are going to be the projects. Check out in the link in the description below. If you want to learn more about crypto investing and collecting, then we've definitely got courses for you to help you out, and they're $10. So that's all we have for you. We will see you in the next one.